And David.
Kevin, thanks.
All right, thank you, David. Let's check out Toronto's starting lineup. Siakam and Ibaka, the duo down low. Red Van Vliet out there with Lowry, and it's Anunoby in at the 3. And for Miami, they've got Adebayo. Dragic is out there with Robinson. Then it's Jay Crowder, and it's Butler in at the 3 slot. Now here's Van Vliet. Two terrific defenses tonight, Greg. They do it in a variety of ways. It's been hard for either team to score.
You know, strong on ball, in help, in transition, and both coaches doing such a great job of making the adjustments. And listen, the reality is defense still can be a factor in determining who wins and who loses.
And we're seeing it right before our eyes. It's stolen by Dragic. And here we go. It's Butler. Outside, Crowder wants to get it to Butler and does. Crowder kicks to Robinson. Just 5 to shoot. The Heat need to get a shot off. The shot by Adebayo, no good. First quarter, just over a minute played. Left side, Lowry. Crowder with the steal. To the middle. Here's Butler. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
Well, that's the vision you get with Dragic. His teammates have to love playing with him. And taken with the 30th pick back in 2011, Jimmy Butler went from 15th man in Chicago, riding the end of the bench, to franchise player in the course of 4 seasons.
Anunoby, stolen by Robinson. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
Well, how about that? Just glide toward the rim, but finish with power. What a combination by Jimmy.
And Greg, it seemed in Chicago and Minnesota maybe Jimmy Butler wore out his welcome. Philadelphia, they had him and they had to juggle multiple stars. But, man, Miami, the Heat handed him the keys, and he has taken off.
And, Kevin, he's shown himself worthy, lifting them to a top seed in the East and himself into the MVP conversation.
I'm glad we got to see the Mobile One block once more. What a play.
And early in the game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
Now, here is Robinson. Six to shoot. A baseline J. No good from Dragic.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
Van Vliet against Robinson. Van Vliet passes to Ibaka. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Here's Crowder. The shot's good on the assist by Butler.
I'll tell you this, Jay Crowder is one tough cookie. This guy won't be deterred by the defense.
Ibaka outside. Pass to Anunoby. Van Vliet right side. Over Robinson. Van Vliet can't get it to go. And here's Dragic. He'll bring it up for the Miami Heat. Here's Adebayo. And the rejection by Ibaka. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Ibaka. Heroes checked in for Robinson. And then for Toronto, Rondé Hollis-Jefferson, he's checked in for Anunoby. Norman Powell comes in for Fred Van Vliet. And it's Terrence Davis in for Kyle Lowry. Dragic the pass to Adebayo. They get it back. The kick outside to Butler. Hero knocks down the 3 ball.
I'll tell you, that's a pretty pass from Jimmy Butler, and you've got to have special vision to make it.
Ibaka against Adebayo. Siakam passes to Ibaka. No good. They had a chance to end the run there. The Heat leading by 9. Here's Hero. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
And stolen by Butler. And here we go. Butler heading to the hoop.
Well, with that frame and rugged mentality, there is never a moment where Jimmy Butler will shy away from contact.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Solid work at the line a season ago. 83% on his opportunities.
A different look for Miami. Olynyk, he's checked in for Bam Adebayo. Derek Jones comes in for Jay Crowder, and it's Iguodala in for Goran Dragic. Marcus All's checked in for the Raptors. Chris Boucher comes in for Pascal Siakam. Powell with it, and it's Iguodala picking him up. Gasol kicks to Hollis Jefferson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. That one goes in.
Well, the heart of Hollis Jefferson, just incredible. This guy finishes despite the tremendous contact.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Outside Butler. A rebound by Gasol.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy.
And so it's Miami in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where. And we spoke with Jimmy Butler not too long ago.
These guys work so hard, and they're young.
Well, Greg, it sounds like Butler has found happiness.
You know, people don't talk enough about fit. It's important to be in an organization and a system that maximizes your abilities. Butler is playing some of the best ball in his life and making everyone around him better.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Heat?
Well, look at the turnover ratio, then look at the score. Easy to see what happened in that first period.
Offensively, they took care of the ball, and defensively, they forced a number of miscues.
They've got Derek Jones. Jimmy Butler is out there with Iguodala. Then it's Kelly Olynyk, and it's Hero into the small forward spot. That's the group in the game for the Heat. Kendrick Nunn, he's checked in for Butler. Outside, Jones. Good ball movement here by the Heat. Olynyk can't hit. Raptors trail by 11. Here's Hollis Jefferson, and he uses the glass on the layup.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life. Indoors with Rondé Hollis Jefferson, it's more than just stats. The guy is just so active when he's on the floor.
That's right, Greg. It's the hustle and the movement he plays with that are really the strengths. Only 6'6", but it feels like he can play above that size. Great energy guy to bring off the bench, and if you need him because of injuries or fill-in spots, he can start and be productive.
Nunn passes to Olynyk. Here's Hero, covered by Hollis Jefferson. It's stolen by Davis. Hollis Jefferson in the post. He's covered by Iguodala. And with that, the Heat lead is cut down to 9 in the bucket from Hollis Jefferson. Gasol against Olynyk. Down low. On the wing, Jones. 6 on the shot clock. And it's Jones finishing it off.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, thanks. If you ask Miami coach Eric Spoelstra, there's been a long lineage of undrafted players who've made an impact with the Heat. Going back, think about big guys like Udonis Haslem, Joel Anthony, and Hassan Whiteside. Now you have youngsters like Kendrick Nunn, Duncan Robinson, Derek Jones Jr., and Chris Silva. Miami continues to find diamonds in the rough year after year. So guys,
they usually do. That's a very creative organization. Thanks, DA. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And here's Van Vliet from the arc. Trains the three-pointer. Rick, which team do you think has the toughest offense to stop in the NBA?
You know, in their heyday, it was the Warriors, no doubt about it. Now, though, things are changing a little bit. It's a tough one to say. The Bucks seem to be amazing with what they're doing with Giannis. The Rockets with that 1-2 punch, and Harden and Westbrook is incredible. And don't sleep on the Lakers or the Clippers, partner. Right now, there's a few of them out there that I would lose a lot of sleep over trying to prepare to play against.
Yeah, I'm glad you included the two LA teams. Jimmy Butler, he's checked in for Miami. Now the pass to Anunoby. Out of bounds. Miami takes possession. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Dragic against Lowry. Butler kicks to Robinson. Passes to Dragic. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Robinson. The 15-footer. And too long on the shot.
Listen, he can make that shot right there, but I do know they have other options they can go to.
Siakam passes to Lowry. Baseline jumper. Drained for 2 points. Lowry's got it back down to single digits for the Raptors.
This guy has been such an effective shooter throughout his career. Kyle Lowry, a little space, and he's good.
Gets the pass to Robinson. It's good. Robinson's got his first bucket in this one.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Dragic finds Crowder. Back to Dragic. Outside Crowder. Stolen by Van Vliet. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. And finished off by Siakam.
Well, we've seen Fred Van Vliet play elite-level defense on the game's biggest stage. 2019 Finals, he was brilliant. Get a look at the defense right there.
Butler on the wing. He's guarded by Anunoby. And it's Butler with the jam.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Got a piece of it. Lowry. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Miami going into the break with a 10-point lead. And they've created a bunch of turnovers with that terrific D. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, so it's Miami who's out on top at the half. They lead by 10. And over to Shaq. What'd you think about Miami? And that'll do it.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. We are seeing a tremendous game from Jimmy Butler.
That first half looked like a dunk contest mixtape. Was just destroying the rim.
This guy, he plays fast, he's aggressive, and if you let him get to the cup, there is nothing that you can do about it.
Setting the floor for the Raptors. Anunoby and Siakam in at the forward slots. Fred Van Vliet out there with Lowry, and it's Ibaka in at the 5. Lowry has the open look. Off target with his 3. The Heat leading by 12.
And Bam Adebayo demonstrating a refined skill set that belies his nickname. Over 5 assists per game. He's a creator, not just a finisher.
Butler with the ball. Lowry picks him up. Butler kicks to Dragic. No good on the triple. The Raptors shooting at 50% in a decent groove. Here's Lowry. Banked in off the glass. Lowry's got his second bucket. And the Heat have given Adebayo the leeway to rip and run, baby. Make things happen.
And Kevin, an unselfish player who loves to pass. Even back in high school, playing with lesser talent, he made sure to find the others. Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there. Van Vliet passes to Siakam. Up top, Ibaka. To the inside. Shot is good, and the Heat's lead is cut down now to just 10 on the basket from Van Vliet.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And, boy, that's a terrific start right there.
And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. A different look for Miami. Kelly Olynyk's checked in for Crowder. Iguodala comes in for Jimmy Butler. And it's Tyler Hero in for Robinson. And Toronto also making a switch. Marc Gasol is checked in for Serge Ibaka. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Iguodala against Anunoby. That's in, and the Miami lead is cut down now to just 8 points with the basket from Marc Gasol.
Boy, that's 3 for 4 this half. You like that they're starting with a little bit of extra energy. Nice.
Dragic against Lowry. Here's Hero. 5 points in the game. Inside, here's Olynyk. The shot that time, not on target. So the Raptors will take it the other way. And here's Van Vliet from the arc. Rebound by Olynyk.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Well, the presence of mind from Kelly Olynyk, knowing someone's open, finds him quickly.
Raptors trail by 10. Lowry deciding where to go with it here. Fires the three. Miami grabs the miss. Adebayo's got his 5th rebound in this one. Lets it go with the three. No good from Dragic. And Siakam has got the ball here for the Toronto Raptors. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Gasol dishes to Lowry. It's stolen by Dragic. Iguodala finds Olynyk. Good ball movement here by Miami. Back to Dragic. Pass to Olynyk. Shot clock at 6. Drills the three-pointer. Olynyk's got the lead up to 13 now for the Heat.
Boy, Kelly Olynyk on balance, soft touch with the deep shot. Love his concentration.
Van Vliet passes to Gasol. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Dragic kicks to Iguodala. Pass to Hero. And Dragic has it in the corner. And again, Miami with the triple.
Yeah, how about the percentage they're shooting from beyond the arc here in the second half?
Gasol on the high post. Here's Anunoby, and the layup falls.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And it's Adebayo in the corner. Dragic kicks to Iguodala. There's the pass to Adebayo. Dragic against Lowry. Olynyk has the open look, and it's good off the back rim and in. Olynyk's got 5 now.
Olynyk giving the defense no time to react. Quick catch and shoot.
Anunoby passes to Siakam. And finished off by Siakam.
And really just unselfish basketball on the interior. That's the kind of pass a coach loves to see.
Well, Lowry not giving an inch. Contesting that shot beautifully on the defensive end.
And so it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
You love the unselfishness, finding the best look, and it doesn't matter who's taking it.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. In the middle, it's Olynyk and Adebayo. Kendrick Nunn out there with Hero. And it's Iguodala in at the small forward. That's the group on the floor for Miami.
Oh, that was worth the price of admission.
Wow, Iguodala, an incredible dunk. Woo, did he leave the ground quickly?
Tipped away. Stolen by Nunn. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Pass to Olynyk. Nunn looking around. Boy, your alma mater, UNLV, Greg, has produced some great NBA players over the years. I mean, so many great names.
No doubt about it. Listen, I got a special place in my heart for my former teammates Larry Johnson and Stacey Augmon.
Right.
But also guys like Sean Marion. You go back to Reggie Theus, who was a tremendous player. And right now in the league, you got Kim Birch, dunk champ Derrick Jones, and an up-and-comer in Christian Wood.
Good mentions. Nunn against Davis. Left side Ibaka. Intercepted. And again, Miami running the court in transition. And Andre Iguodala with the slam.
Andre Iguodala, from the moment he stepped between the lines, has been a skilled transition scorer.
And Adebayo sends it back to the paint. And Adebayo throws it down.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
And that, to me, is a sign of excellent coaching. There's an attention to detail. There is valuing of every possession.
Here's Ibaka. It's blocked, and he's able to get it back. 6 on the shot clock. Davis, the pass to Ibaka. Back to Davis. Will it go? And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And the Heat with some changes. Crowder, he's checked in for Olynyk. Butler comes in for Andre Iguodala. And it's Duncan Robinson in for Tyler Hero. Then for the Raptors, Pascal Siakam comes in for Chris Boucher. And it's Kyle Lowry in for Hollis Jefferson. It's stolen by Davis. Fast break, here we go. Shots good by Ibaka.
Really hard to slow down Serge Ibaka. When he's driving, he embraces the challenge of scoring through contact.
Here's Butler. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
Well, a little show and tell from the Butler. Jimmy giving the fans their money's worth.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure. Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
But a really good read on his part, being disruptive at the defensive end right now.
OG Anunoby's checked in for Toronto. Fred VanVleet comes in for Terrence Davis. Stolen by Nunn. Outside Robinson. Off target from outside. Raptors trail by 20. Pass to Siakam. The shot. A putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
And so it's Nunn with it. He brings it up for Miami. Back to Butler. Now the Raptors moving it up. Here's VanVleet. Misses off the left iron. The Heat leading by 18. Nunn passes to Robinson. And the dunk by Robinson.
And slams it home and gets some camera time on the end of it.
He did. He spent a while up on that rim, didn't he?
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Heat.
Tonight, they did a great job of getting everyone involved. They had the good passing, and that led to some open shots.
Solid play, definitely, Kevin.
And one of the league's top talents, game in and game out. And doing it here again in this one. A terrific night for Bam Adebayo.
You have to love the way that he was closing out on defensive trips. He would always body up, and it's why he ended with so many boards.
The Heat have gone 7 of 9 from the field down the stretch here in the fourth quarter. Terrific shooting. Butler. Good D by Siakam. The Raptors have gotten only 3 of their 9 field goal attempts to go down since the end of the third. Pretty cold down the stretch. VanVleet with the bucket.
Well, the increased playmaking ability of Pascal Siakam on display. Pretty pass.
Pass to Crowder. Robinson for three. It's rebounded by Anunoby. And turnovers have been the issue for him.
You can see the coaches have gotten into him a little bit about this. They've got to do a better job of taking care of the ball.
Siakam for three. It's not going to go for him. And the foul called on OG Anunoby. That's his first foul. 19 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And they can just let the clock run out here.
Cannot argue with the W.
Iguodala against Van Vliet. Iguodala deciding where to go with it. Stolen by Van Vliet. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony. The soaring CN Tower is seen from the waters of Lake Ontario, along with the rest of beautiful downtown Toronto. Our setting today. Welcome, DA.
Kevin, thanks. Last season, some people called on Joel Embiid.
David, he is showing that maturity. Thanks for that report. Look at the 76ers starting group. The tall lineup out there for the 76ers. Simmons, Richardson, Harris, Horford, and Embiid. And for the Raptors, Anunoby and Siakam in at the forward slots. Lowry out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Ibaka in at the center position. Now, here's Richardson. Horford the pass to Richardson. And Simmons kicks to Harris. And there's the pass to Horford. 5 on the clock. Kicks it out to Richardson. Shoots over VanVleet. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Siakam. Now the outcome tonight, Greg, could come down to the big men up front.
You know, versatility will be key. The front court that can be physical but also pass it, stretch the floor, will likely be the victor.
Now Siakam, following the three-point attempt by Josh Richardson. So the wing on the left. VanVleet passes to Siakam, and he gets the bucket.
And I'll tell you, Siakam is like a spider in terms of his balance, his reach. He can overwhelm you.
And Pascal Siakam can absolutely score in bunches. Put up 25 in a quarter last season, and when he gets going, look out.
GA, when Pascal Siakam is on, it seems like he's involved in every play. Must stay consistent. But you know what? He's a special player who can carry a team to win on any given night.
And Siakam has got the ball here for Toronto. Anunoby against Harris. Anunoby passes to VanVleet. Not going to go that time. Good work defensively by Richardson. Here's the break. Outside, Horford. Pass to Harris. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Richardson kicks to Harris. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
A big part of what makes Harris a more physical player right now is he has filled out his frame, and he is able to finish through contact.
Now here is Lowry. VanVleet outside. And again, Toronto no luck. 76ers have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. And Simmons slams it in.
And love watching Simmons run the floor, just eating up so much space in so little time.
For 3, VanVleet. Anunoby passes to VanVleet. Down low and stolen by Horford. And Simmons kicks to Embiid. Inside, it's stolen by Ibaka. Fast break. Here come the Raptors.
He's a high-energy forward with great length. Surge forcing the turnover and making it happen.
Harris outside. Pass to Simmons. He dishes it to Embiid. The rebound by Ibaka. The Raptors have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. VanVleet with the bucket.
And you have to credit Anunoby. He's put in the work to become a better playmaker.
Richardson outside. And stolen by Kyle Lowry. Jumps up. The fast break ends at the rim with a jam.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered.
Harris passes to Simmons. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Serge Ibaka picks one up there.
You just have to be more careful with Simmons. So brilliant at throwing the D off guard. And what a factor Ben Simmons is on the floor. Does so much for this team in every facet of the game. He's a triple-double threat whenever he suits up.
And the Raptors going out now with a whole new group. Then for the 76ers, Mike Scott's checked in for Horford. Korkmaz comes in for Harris. And Matisse Thybulle subbed in for Richardson. The 76ers trail by 5. And sometimes people forget just how young Ben Simmons is, Greg. This is just the beginning for him.
I mean, and that's what fans are missing about Simmons, his age. I mean, you can worry about his shot, but he has a long time to figure it out. He could end up having a Jason Kidd type of a career where he becomes a solid shooter later on.
Alec Burks checked in for Ben Simmons. He hits both from the stripe. Toronto leading by 3. To the middle, here's Powell. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Passes it to Korkmaz. Lays it up and banks it in.
That's a well-timed, well-coordinated play. Comes right off the pick for the lay-in.
The pass to Boucher. Left side, Davis. There's 25 seconds left in the first quarter. Boucher's shot is off. And so it's Burks bringing it up now for the Philadelphia 76ers. They trail by 3. Korkmaz kicks to Embiid. Now here's Burks. He can't get it to go. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Raptors lead by 3. And earlier we got a few words from Marc Gasol regarding it.
The way he plays defensively, you know what he stands.
And of course, Gasol and Leonard won the championship together in 2019, largely, Greg, because of their ability to play defense and get stops.
And 2 former defensive players of the year on the same team. That's going to be your foundation. But both guys were tremendous at the other end as well, albeit in different ways.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And guys, what's your take on Toronto so far?
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
Yes, what they do, they take away the things that teams like to do offensively, also keeping them out of sync.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. So for Toronto right now, they've got Marc Gasol, Andre Hollis Jefferson out there with Chris Boucher. Then there's Norman Powell, and it's Davis in at the point guard. Pass to Boucher. And we're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. The dish to Powell. It's stolen by Milton. And oh, here we go. Burks got it. The fast break chance. Can't get it to fall.
Get that weak stuff out of here. That's embarrassing.
Powell, the pass to Hollis Jefferson. He can't get that one. Good D by Embiid. Robinson kicks to Burks. Over to the left wing. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. And some changes here for the Raptors. Serge Ibaka has checked in for Gasol. Pascal Siakam comes in for Chris Boucher. And it's Kyle Lowry in for Terrence Davis. Philadelphia also making some changes. Horford comes in for Embiid. And Tobias Harris subbed in for Mike Scott.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Back to Ibaka. Powell down low. Defended by Milton. 5 to shoot. Lowry dishes to Powell. The 11-footer, and the jumper is good. Powell's got the lead up to 5 now for the Raptors. Greg, we hear this a lot. It's almost too popular now to say good offense beats good defense. Being a defensive-minded player yourself, do you agree with that statement?
Absolutely, Kevin. And the thing is, in today's game, when I played, there was an era, you could hold teams in the 80s and 90s. You could go a quarter and keep them at 12, 15 points. You can't do that now. It's different. You've got to be able to win stretches of 2 and 3 minutes. And honestly, you're right. The offense does dictate far more, but it doesn't discount the importance of defense. And if you still look at the reigning champs and the teams that have won titles recently, that's still one area that they're consistent in, is their defensive approach.
Here's Milton. That one goes. Count it. Milton's got his first 2 points.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
Horford with it. It's Ibaka picking him up. Robinson kicks to Milton. Out to Harris. He's looking for Horford and finds him. Pass to Milton. The 76ers need to get off a shot. Harris's shot is off.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Ibaka down low, working on Horford. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Some changes for Toronto. OG Anunoby's checked in for Rondé Hollis-Jefferson, and it's Fred VanVleet in for Norman Powell. Philadelphia also making some changes. Korkmaz, he's checked in for Glenn Robinson III. Josh Richardson comes in for Shake Milton, and it's Ben Simmons in for Burks.
And with off-the-charts awareness, Simmons makes plays that others simply don't see.
Horford against Ibaka. The shot, no good. And Philadelphia the other way now. Richardson the pass to Simmons. Dishes to Harris. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. And stolen by Kyle Lowry. Here's Siakam. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Playing with great activity, Pascal Siakam's become so proficient off the bounce.
Marcus All's checked in for Toronto. Terrence Davis comes in for Kyle Lowry. Embiid, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Scott comes in for Tobias Harris. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Embiid, the pass to Simmons. Back to Scott. He feeds it to Embiid. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And the man just brings his lunch pail and goes to work. What sets Embiid apart is he does it with such ease.
Anunoby has the open look. Bangs home the trifecta. Anunoby's got 7. A lot of give and take between these sides early.
And both teams look like they came to play.
Thank you, David, for that interview. And we'll see you back here after the break.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. The first quarter for the Raptors was fairly even. The period came to a close with them holding a... And that...
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. And so Lowry will bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. A 2-point game. Strange to see Marc Gasol shooting from outside. His game, Greg, wasn't always like it is now.
I mean, Gasol has added a 3 to his game in the last seasons with Memphis, and it was an immediate success. He became a functioning stretch 5. Early in his career, he was more likely to drag you to the block and just bruise you more than anything else.
Kicking off the second half, here's Brett Brown's 5. The tall lineup out there for the 76ers. Simmons, Richardson, Harris, Horford, and Embiid. Richardson dishes to Simmons. They swipe it. Lowry with the ball. And it's Richardson picking him up. A second chance effort. Lowry passes to Siakam. Anunoby against Horford. Clock is at 3. Up again, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And it's a 6-point Toronto lead.
Relentless energy from OG. Defense can't counter his explosiveness on the boards.
Here's Horford. Embiid. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Greg, he's ferocious when the ball goes up. Van Vliet wide open. Off target from three-point range. The 76ers trail by 4. Here's Richardson. A slam dunk by Richardson.
You see the mentality of Josh Richardson. Be aggressive and leave no doubt.
Lowry passes to Anunoby. And the rejection by Embiid. And it's out of bounds. The Raptors able to retain possession here. The Raptors making a switch here. Boucher is checked in. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Ibel's checked in. Lowry drives in. Ibaka. And Ibaka slams it in.
A good find by Kyle Lowry. Doesn't always get enough credit for his vision.
Kicks it out to Richardson. Back to Thibault. He's looking for Embiid and finds him. Passes it to Thibault. Stolen by Van Vliet. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
And some changes here for the Raptors. Marc Gasol's checked in for Ibaka. Norman Powell comes in for OG Anunoby. Davis is subbed in for Kyle Lowry. Scotty's checked in for Philadelphia. Korkmaz comes in for Ben Simmons. Thibault kicks to Korkmaz. The pass to Richardson. Scott inside. Boucher defending. Up the floor and stolen by Richardson. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Here's Scott, and he converts the layup.
I love it. Beautiful job getting to the rim, making a play.
Raptors leading by 5. To the inside. Here's Boucher. Uses both hands to slam it down.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Pass to Thibault. Embiid against Gasol. To the wing right side. Stolen by Van Vliet. Powell finds Davis. Got a piece of it. Powell, the pass to Van Vliet. Count it. Van Vliet's got the lead up to 9 now for the Raptors.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Now the dish to Embiid. Powell with it. Now defended by Embiid. Fast break Toronto. All alone. And the dunk by Powell.
Love the recognition. Realizes that one is all him.
Sometimes that's the call. You want to be unselfish, but even more so, you want to be effective.
Kicks it out to Richardson. Back to Embiid, and he hammers that one down right in the face of Marc Gasol.
Give Josh credit, taking the challenge offensively, discipline, and that's a beautiful pass.
For 3, Van Vliet. That one's rebounded by Embiid.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Thibault, the pass to Richardson. Back to Thibault. Shoots it. Doesn't go for him. Good D by Gasol. And so it's Davis. He'll bring the ball up for Toronto. Down low. Now that one from Van Vliet. Van Vliet's got 7 points for the quarter.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse. in their arsenal.
And so it's the Toronto Raptors ahead by 9 as the quarter. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Execution. This is what you practice every day. These guys are professionals. Beautiful play.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Siakam at power forward with Gasol at center. Terrence Davis is out there with Lowry, and it's Hollis Jefferson in at the 3. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Robinson against Lowry. Back to Gasol. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. 6 to shoot. Toronto needs to get off his shot from 17 feet out. Gasol, no good. The 76ers trail by 7. Horford attacking. Feeds to Harris. Passes it to Milton. It's stolen by Davis. You know, here we go. Lowry, nobody back. Finished off the break. And the Raptors lead by 9.
You know, whether he's running the fast break or finishing it, Kyle Lowry is a handful in the open court.
Robinson kicks to Milton. Over Davis. And the shot is long. One thing we've seen from these guys is excellent passing.
No doubt about it. It's fun to watch the way they're operating as a team right now. They are all in sync.
Here's Lowry. And Philadelphia grabs the miss.
Missing that one helps out all the analytical guys from the mid-range.
And slam dunk by Harris.
Beautiful handles by Tobias Harris. A tough cover off the dribble.
The pass to Gasol. Siakam outside. Stolen by Robinson. And now Philadelphia on the break. Burks in the corner. Harris outside. Milton in the corner. 2 free throws coming up, and it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the official.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, during that break, Coach Nick Nurse talked to his team. He loves the aggressiveness on D. He said, we're doing a great job of challenging everything they're trying to do. Stay active, talk to each other, don't let up. Kevin?
Toronto leading by 9. Anunoby with it. Outguarded by Simmons. To the paint. Here's Van Vliet. It falls through, making him 6 for 11 in the game. Greg, who are your favorite players to watch in the NBA?
Well, that's a tough one. You know, you got to like the guys that have changed the game in some regards, right? Steph, KD, and Giannis. Those are 3 guys that are just doing things that don't seem normal.
True.
Then others who remind you of past greatness. You know, Jason Tatum with Kobe, or maybe an Anthony Davis with the King. And those are guys that I love. And then the other guy, listen, LeBron James. I could watch him play basketball every day. You know, to do what he's done at this stage of his career, I just think it's incredible. And I think our game is in great shape.
Agree on all counts. Up top, Ibaka. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Count it. Ibaka's got the lead up to 11 now for the Raptors.
And the defense there unable to beat Surge to the spot. Good finish off contact.
Horford kicks to Milton. And again, Philadelphia turns it over. The 76ers making a switch here. Richardson's checked in. Toronto leading by 11. Lowry feeling it out a bit. For three, Van Vliet nailed from three-point land.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for the Raptors.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, and so the coach's challenge here comes into play. The coach protesting the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
76ers moving the ball around. And it's Simmons, that time on the assist from Tobias Harris.
On the heels of this run, you wonder where was this effort earlier on?
Well, the question becomes, are they playing that much better now, or has their opponent taken the rest of the night off?
And it's blocked by Simmons.
How about the balance and body control? Simmons able to send that one packing.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Fred Van Vliet picks one up, and he makes the first. And Embiid drops them both. And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. Some good moments throughout this one, but they have the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they execute.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The Heat came into the building looking sharp. But
Kevin, good evening.
that warrior mentality, the common thread there, DA. Thanks so much. So here's Miami's starting group. They've got Robinson, Jay Crowder out there with Adebayo. Then there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Dragic in at the point guard. And for Philadelphia, the tall lineup out there for the 76ers. Simmons, Richardson, Harris, Horford, and Embiid. Now here's Dragic. Clock at 6.
That's a break for the D right there. I mean, he takes advantage of open looks inside more often than not.
And Al Horford, the 5-time All-Star, very much a leader on this team with his success in the league.
Yeah, Horford has always been a guy that passes the eye test. The numbers don't jump out, but he plays winning basketball. Great head toward the game. Knows how to complement other stars. Flashing that leaping ability there. Butler really gets off the floor fast when he's near the hoop.
Richardson dishes to Embiid. Harris kicks to Embiid. Simmons left side. Kicks it out to Richardson. Over Adebayo. Here's Embiid. Butler against Harris. Here's Embiid. Back to Harris. There's the triple. Embiid. It's good on the putback.
Hey, they've broken the shield. 3 misses to start, but now they're back in business.
Dragic looking it over to the left side wing. Robinson for 3. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Embiid's got his 4th rebound in this one. Horford finds Simmons. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
The physicality of Simmons on display. Showing some fight and fearlessness with plays like this.
Butler on the way. Here's Adebayo. Back to Butler. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And you can't be too aggressive with Butler. That's just a recipe for failure.
It's his first trip to the line.
Really a good season for him overall last year when you look at the number, 83% from the line.
The 76ers have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Here's Simmons. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Though he's not truly a dominant rebounder, Horford will find a way to beat you once in a while if you fail to put a body in it.
Here's Dragic. He sinks the 11-footer. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Simmons passes to Richardson. Dishes it to Horford. Another shot. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And while Horford can space the floor, I like him getting inside and using his strength to force the issue.
The importance of the three-point shot never greater than right now, and in your eyes, there are some players who are just absolutely dead, solid, perfect from distance.
No doubt about it. And you know, there's 3 guys to me, though, that kind of separate themselves. And it's one, because you have to honor their ability equally off the dribble, from 3, and at attacking the paint. Steph Curry, James Harden, and Damian Lillard. Those 3 guys can all hit pull-ups and step-backs from range off the dribble. They all got great vision, you know, so they can take advantage of defenses that get caught loading a little too much. And then they also are terrific in the paint at getting to the free throw line. So those are the 3 guys I think that create the most havoc when you start talking about having a guard the three-point line.
Here's Dragic after Alec Burks' score. Burks with the steal. And Embiid with a clear path to the hoop. And Embiid throws it down.
Well, you love to see the big fella run the floor and finish on the fast break. Embiid showing the hustle.
Kicks it out to Iguodala. Pass to Hero. The 76ers leading by 6. It's stolen by Jones. Right side, Dragic to the middle. Here's Olynyk, and the dunk by Olynyk.
And how about the court awareness there? Dragic, fantastic job spotting the wide open teammate.
Thibault, the pass to Embiid, to the wing on the left. Pass to Thibault. Burks against Dragic. Burks' shot is good.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Burks with the double team. Hero passes to Dragic. He gets that one. Dragic has got his second basket.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Embiid finds Robinson. Count that one.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Dragic the pass to Iguodala. Here's Hero. Defended by Thibault. They get the rebound. Second shot opportunity. Shot's good by Hero.
I wouldn't want to be the guy who has to keep him off the boards. He is a beast on the offensive glass.
With 1 on the clock, and the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. The scoring fast and furious as we end the first quarter. And we spoke with Joel Embiid earlier. He hopes to set an example.
Being from Africa, at the end of the day.
Well said. Certainly, Greg Embiid puts himself front and center, willing to lead the cause on and off the floor.
And this is where his big personality helps. He has a larger-than-life quality that really just captivates people.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And guys, what's your take so far on Philadelphia?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
They've been quicker to the ball, showing great anticipation and terrific hustle.
On the court for Miami here in the second. We've got Olynyk. Hero out there with Kendrick Nunn. Then there's Derek Jones. And it's Iguodala in at the 3 slot. Now here's Olynyk. Here's Hero. And that one drops.
I like that pick play. I mean, you can see how easily it makes it for him to get to the cup.
Here's Burks. Up and in on the layup. Burks has got 6 points. The Heat trail by 4. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Some changes for Philadelphia. Al Horford is checked in for Mike Scott. Richardson comes in for Shake Milton. And Simmons subbed in for Burks. Here's Simmons. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
Embracing the physicality of the game. Simmons, he's used to getting knocked around a bit on the way up, but he's okay.
Nunn passes to Iguodala. And it's Iguodala with the jam.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Oh, and here comes Iguodala all alone. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Inside. Horford, good. He has 6.
Well, when Horford gets the ball down low, he has tons of ways to beat you.
Jones, and then Jones with the jam.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. Here's Simmons. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And it's Miami the other way. Here's Hero. The shot's good on the assist by Iguodala. And that makes it a tie ball game.
Oh, and with the fast eyes, Iguodala finding the open man.
To the paint. Here's Horford. Oh, and the jam by Horford.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And rightfully so. Also, how lackluster was the defense right there with the score this tight?
And the 76ers with some changes. Embiid comes in for Tobias Harris. And Matisse Thybulle subbed in for Korkmaz. And Robinson wide open. He shoots. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Robinson's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
And Korkmaz, the Turkish guard, taken at the end of the first round in 2016. Spent a year overseas before joining the NBA and didn't play much early on. But last season he showed he's a starting caliber player.
Now here's Richardson. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Embiid, no good. And so Adebayo will bring it up for the Heat. Butler deciding where to go with it. Gets a hand on it. Adebayo on the follow. And now a three-point Miami lead.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Poked away. It's stolen by Adebayo. Outside Dragic. Richardson with the double team. Here's Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
And this is too easy for Adebayo. Once he's close to the rim, he is going to damage it.
Outside for Simmons. Shot to stop the run. Embiid. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, you better know where Embiid is. I mean, when you lose sight of him, he'll kill you on the boards.
Robinson for three. It's hauled in by Thybulle. The 76ers trail by 3. So it's Richardson with the jam.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And how about then not settling? I mean, instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
Robinson misses. 76ers have gone 7 of 11 from the field in the second quarter. And it's Richardson slamming it down.
So lethal in open court situations. Richardson excels at using his speed and athleticism to do damage in transition.
Robinson drives in. And it's Joel Embiid with the rebound. 76 is another fast break opportunity here.
Incredible concentration from the Australian. Even when you body Simmons up, he's great at powering through.
1 second left, and right as the buzzer sounded, he just dunked it right down. Wow!
And watch.
All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. For the 76ers, the first quarter was pretty even. They had a 4-point advantage at the end of the... And that's going to do it for...
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Al Horford with a strong contribution so far in this one.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Yeah, working the ball, getting clean, quality looks. I mean, just efficient basketball through and through.
The tall lineup out there for the 76ers. Simmons, Richardson, Harris, Horford, and Embiid. That's the group in the game for the 76ers.
All Horford does is affect winning. I mean, in the locker room, practice, games, he's accountable, and he holds others to that same standard.
And Greg, you play with some big personalities. Talk about the best way to manage egos and conflicts in the locker room. That's a very interesting topic.
No doubt about it. You know, Kev, first thing you learn from middle school on, your team is your family. And let's face it, all families have spats, and so do teams. You just learn to never personalize those things, never leave any stone unturned. Like, don't let things fester. When there are issues, you address them. And if you're not taking things personally, you tend to be able to work through whatever issues you may come in front of.
Good advice. It's stolen by Dragic.
Now look, he was laying in wait for that pass. I mean, lured him into his trap.
Robinson misses.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
Yeah, he just hit a rough patch. He's trying to climb out of it, but hasn't been successful.
How about the feel and the awareness he had there, finding his teammate behind the defense on the break?
And that one is good. Dragic has got 6 points.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Embiid finds Harris. And here's Richardson. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. And there's the foul on Jay Crowder. That is his first foul of the game. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Scotty's checked in for Embiid. And Robinson III comes in for Al Horford. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Richardson. And Alec Burks subbed in for Simmons. Heroes checked in for the Heat. Iguodala comes in for Goran Dragic. And some controversy last season. Andre Iguodala traded to the Grizzlies. We know he didn't report, Greg, just stayed in the Bay Area until a trade could be worked out to Miami.
I'd call that a power move, Kevin, no doubt. Iguodala, a respected vet, wanted to play for a contender, and he got an extra year and $15 million in the deal.
Robinson dishes to Harris. The kick out to Scott. Back to Harris. Down low, Butler with the steal. Oh, here we go now. Crowder's got it, the fast break chance. And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Appreciate the effort, though, making his presence felt defensively.
And the 76ers making a change here. Korkmaz is checked in. Then for the Heat, Olynyk, he's checked in for Bam Adebayo. And Jones subbed in for Butler. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
And I thought that was going to drive. It looked good from here.
Drive by Scott. The 76ers shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. The first free throw is good. No good on the second free throw. Miami's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Here's Hero. And it's all evened up. Hero's got 8 points. So here's Burks. He has 6. Outside, Scott. And it's Scott with the jam.
Gives up a lot of size to most other power forwards, but not too many of them can fly like he can.
Here's Hero. Defended by Scott. We've got 1:48 left in the third quarter of the game. 6 to shoot. Hero passes to Olynyk.
He got with his trainer. He changed his diet, and he slimmed down. Olynyk. Now he's showing a little more explosiveness as a result.
To the inside. Robinson dishes to Scott. Crowder with the steal. Here's Iguodala. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And some changes here for the 76ers. Al Horford's checked in for Scott. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Glenn Robinson III. And Josh Richardson subbed in for Burks. And then for Miami, Bam Adebayo comes in for Kelly Olynyk. And it's Duncan Robinson in for Jones. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
Embiid, he's checked in for the 76ers. Goran Dragic is checked in for Miami. It's Crowder on the wing. From past the arc. Rebound by the 76ers.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising it's such a tight game.
Here's Korkmaz. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo.
You expect him to make those. They've got to do more to get a hand in his face next time.
Up again. Horford with the rebound. The 76ers trail by 3. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Pass to Hero. In transition, here comes Miami. Outside, Robinson. Looking to get it going. It's blocked. An even 3-on-3 break. It's stolen by Adebayo. The Heat shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. Free throw drops for Goran Dragic.
And Dragic came into the NBA with something on his resume that not many other rookies have. He has a ring from winning the Slovenian Pro League the year before he came to America.
The points coming in bunches as we wrap up the 3rd quarter. It's been a good one. Heat out front. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
This is where the NBA's headed. I mean, multi-dimensional big men. That was just a beautiful pass.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. On the floor for Miami, Jimmy Butler is out there with Jay Crowder. Then there's Dragic. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Robinson in at the 2 spot. Outside, Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
A problem inside. That's what he is. Once Simmons gets the ball in the positioning that he wants, he goes for the throwdown.
Robinson for 3. That's in, coming off an assist from Dragic. And the Heat lead by 8.
And that gives him 2 3-pointers for the game, 1 in each half. I mean, he may add to that total pretty soon.
And that's a foul called on Bam Adebayo. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Olenek, he's checked in for Miami. 4-on-3 break. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
They couldn't have asked for much more from him today. He's been a key force in their offense.
Your son, Cole Gregg, was one of the top high school players in America. A lot of services had him number 1. Talk about what it was like going through the recruiting process as a dad.
You know, it was fun for the most part because he really kind of kept everything in perspective. And the teams we dealt with, the schools we dealt with, man.
And here we go, Coach's Challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul, seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
During that break, Eric Spoelstra had some words for his team. His demeanor was not one of a coach whose team was well ahead. He said, this is the time to turn up the heat, make one final push, and try to close out strong. We'll see if they were listening, guys.
Well, yeah, high IQ basketball from Richardson values the easy assist over a risky shot.
Now here's Dragic. Back to Robinson. That's in, coming off an assist from Dragic. Robinson's got the lead up to 12 now for Miami. The pass to Simmons. Richardson outside. Back to Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Yeah, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that one. Miami leading by 10. And here's Dragic. 4th quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. It's good from long range.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Richardson finds Simmons. Shoots over Dragic, and it's Simmons. That time on the assist by Richardson. Simmons got 8 points in the quarter. Dragic with it. Outside Robinson. Back to Dragic from downtown. Rebound by the 76ers. Horford's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Richardson kicks to Milton. Pass to Embiid. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Richardson dishes to Embiid. Here's Horford. He feeds it to Embiid. Pass to Milton. Now here's Simmons. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
And just a little too lax with that possession, and it cost them.
Yeah, you got to be locked in at all times. Their inconsistent play is a big reason why they're losing.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Tobias Harris comes in for Shake Milton. And Matisse Thybulle subbed in for Richardson. And Miami with a change here, too. Kendrick Nunn, he's checked in for Goran Dragic. Fades and shoots. Horford no luck.
Now, I think he lets the D get to him there, and he rushes it. I mean, he has plenty of space there if he just takes his time.
And here's Olynyk from the arc. And no good that time. So Philadelphia will take it the other way. A finish and a dunk by Horford.
This is what a point guard should do. Simmons is so adept at noticing when the defense is overcommitted.
Outside Robinson. Nunn finds Robinson. Again, the miss by the Heat. And it's Harris with the ball for the 76ers. 9-point game. Outside for Simmons. Passes to Embiid. Over Adebayo. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Bam Adebayo.
Hard to guard Embiid without fouling. He's awesome at forcing the defense's hand. I mean, literally.
And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Kyle O'Quinn is checked in for Horford. Robinson comes in for Harris. Korkmaz checked in for Matisse Thybulle. And Raul Neto subbed in for Ben Simmons. Robinson misses. Guys, a comeback probably not in the cards at this point.
Yeah, I think you can put a fork in it.
Neto kicks to Korkmaz. Rebound by Olynyk. Outside Butler. The pass to Robinson. They need this one. Offline. And so it's Miami winning this one. A truly gutsy performance away from home. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us. The Raptors coming down the tunnel prior to the game. They're prepared to give their Rabbit Home fan base a night to remember. The bustling financial district here in Canada's largest city. We're coming to you from... And we've got time.
Kevin, thanks. 2019's most improved player, Pascal.
Oh, you know what? I love that work ethic. Thanks, D.A. So here's Miami's starting group. Bam Adebayo is out there with Jay Krause. Then there's Jimmy Butler. Then there's Dragic. And it's Robinson in at the shooting guard position. And for Toronto, Siakam and Ibaka, the duo down low. Lowry out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Anunoby in at the small forward. Lowry passes to Ibaka. No good on that one. Great D that time from Adebayo. Here's Robinson, and Robinson throws it down.
And there is some intelligence behind the passing of Adebayo. Not flashy, but making smart ones. And Bam Adebayo has a chance to be a very good interior defender. The way he moves his feet, and because he's so physical, he's a presence down there.
And he makes that one.
Now, that play never gets old. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
Here's Dragic. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him. And Brent Story has it in his draft workouts. The Heat ran Adebayo to exhaustion, then put him to the test guarding wing players.
Yeah, they looked at him and said, in effect, you must not know who I am and the kind of work that I've done. He's got that kind of edge, and that's the thing that this Heat culture is always looking for.
And Ibaka slams it in.
And not the most flamboyant dunker, but Ibaka goes to the rack with rude intentions nonetheless.
Robinson misses. The Raptors have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. VanVleet passes to Ibaka. Passes it to VanVleet. No good that time. The Heat go the other way with it. To the middle. Here's Crowder. And it's denied. Sent back by Siakam. Crowder against Ibaka. Outside Lowry. VanVleet left side. Toronto gets it back with a new 14. And so it's Crowder with it. They'll bring it up for the Heat. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
Well, out in transition, Jimmy Butler scanning the court, found an angle, and does some damage.
Ibaka outside. Pass to Siakam. Shot clock at 5. It's stolen by Adebayo. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Robinson leading the charge. Oh, wow!
Oh, Jimmy, that was impressive.
Raptors trail by 5. VanVleet looking around. And again, no good by Toronto. The Heat have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. And slam dunk by Butler.
And this is right around the time when one team might start to pull away.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here.
Teams have dynasties. The 90s, Michael Jordan. We've seen it over the many decades. Over the next decade, though, who do you think is going to lead the pack there?
Ooh, that's a great question. You know, with the way Father Time is treating LeBron, you might have to wait and see because he is still playing at such a high level. But, you know, obviously Giannis has got to be on the short list with the Bucks. For me, I really look at Luka in Dallas. I just feel like with Kristaps Porzingis, that duo could just be deadly with how the game is played. But don't sleep on the Celtics with Tatum and Brown and that group that they have, with the front office they have, man. I think the league overall is going to be in great shape moving forward.
It sure seems that way. Butler, and it's blocked by Ibaka.
The size, the timing of Ibaka, tailor-made for protecting the rim.
Knocks it loose. It's stolen by Dragic. And now here's Dragic, the fast break chance. Pulls up. Tries again. Adebayo kicks to Dragic. Wide open, couldn't capitalize.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
And finished off by Siakam.
A high-level athlete with underrated burst. Siakam continues to impress with his ability to finish.
Here's Adebayo. There's the dish to Crowder. Trying to get open is Adebayo. Over Ibaka. And finally, that one's good. Adebayo's got his second bucket.
Hard work on the offensive glass. You can see the coaching staff rise up and clap for that effort.
And here's Van Vliet from the arc. And the whistle blows, and it's going to be an over-the-back call here.
And he drew that call by establishing his base early and then doing a great job with the box out.
Got there early, and his anticipation of that play was rewarded by that call.
Here's Hero. Cans it from short range.
How about Hero? Gets inside and finds a way to sneak up his shot and get it to go.
And so it's the Miami Heat with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. And they've done a Pascal Siakam before the game tonight shared his thoughts.
He was always a team, and I think we don't.
And Greg, that's how Siakam plays the game himself.
Versatile, very unselfish, and a franchise player in the making.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And what stands out to you guys from the Heat in this one?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, that worked wonders for them in the quarter. We'll see what kind of adjustments get made.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the court for the Heat, we've got Kelly Olynyk, Iguodala out there with Jones. Then it's Kendrick Nunn. And it's Hero in at the 2. And it's the Heat with the ball. It's a three-point game. Nunn against Davis. Nunn passes to Iguodala. And Terrence Davis gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Pass to Nunn. No good off the back of the rim.
I'm shocked he missed that wide open look. He has to feel embarrassed he blew that one.
Powell dishes to Gasol. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Such a clever offensive player. Gasol is especially crafty at finding ways to draw contact while shooting.
And so Marc Gasol nails both of them. And Miami shooting 47%, pretty solid. Here's Nunn. And Davis pulls it down. There's the pass to Gasol. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Nunn with it. Picked up by Davis. Shot's good by Iguodala.
Well, he fights through some aggressive defense. Iguodala using those broad shoulders and not taking no for an answer.
Powell kicks to Davis. At the elbow, it's Gasol. Swiped away. And they're running. Kicks it out to Iguodala. Jones looking for an opening. And that'll be 2 free throws come. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review. And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Here's Hero, guarded by Powell, and it's Norman Powell with the foul. That's his first foul. And the Raptors with some changes. Pascal Siakam comes in for Chris Boucher. And it's Kyle Lowry in for Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. Bam Adebayo's checked in for the Heat. Well, Greg, Pascal Siakam won most improved player in the league in 2019. And as we've talked about, had a case for it again in the 2020 voting.
I tell you, Siakam's play jumped so much again. He deserved the recognition. He continued to press himself to be an elite forward. Rare for a former MIP winner to even be considered for the award more than once.
Oh, we've seen this so much throughout Andre Iguodala's career. Just a gamer who refuses to let the defense get to him.
The shot by Powell, no good. Miami leading by 3. Jones tried to...
Oh, man.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. Siakam's shot is off.
The defense is tough as it comes right there. He's a hard man to deny when he gets the ball to the rim.
Iguodala with the bucket.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
11 feet away. They grab their own miss. Gasol passes to Siakam. Outside for Davis. Toronto working the ball around now. Powell, no one around him. Misses the 3. For Miami, they've gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting. Raptors trail by 7. And Lowry gets it to go. Lowry's got his second basket of the game.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
Gets it to go. That one good from Adebayo.
Good anticipation there from Iguodala, who is a very good passer.
Lowry from outside. It's Adebayo with the rebound. Adebayo's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
And he rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. Davis kicks to Powell. 19 seconds left to play in the first half. Now, here's Lowry. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. Lowry's got 6.
You know, this guy just brings such heart and passion to the court. Lowry just doesn't let a little contact stop him from scoring.
With 1 on the clock and another basket for Miami.
Yeah, you got to get up tighter than that. Some players you can give that much room to, but not him.
And that. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. It was all about Miami as the game got going. Amped up and ready off the tip. They immediately.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Andre Iguodala with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Anunoby and Siakam in at the forward slot. And Van Vliet out there with Lowry, and it's Ibaka in at the 5 spot. That's Nick Nurse's 5 as we get into the second half. Shot clock at 6. Robinson with it. Now guarded by Siakam. And so Van Vliet will bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. They trail by 9 points. Ibaka finds Van Vliet. No good from outside. Van Vliet's got 1 3-pointer tonight in 4 tries. It's stolen by Ibaka. Siakam left side. Makes it off the glass. 8 points for him.
With a harmonious blend of length and strength, Siakam has become a dependable interior scoring option. Oh, big finish, emphatic.
He hangs on the rim just for good measure. Wow. Van Vliet can't get it to go.
This feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together.
Now the Raptors moving it up. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Duncan Robinson. That's his first foul.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
And Toronto making a change here. Hollis Jefferson's checked in. How about that mobile one block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
The defensive awareness, the timing, when you have to face a defender that can reject you like that, it can alter your approach.
Greg, I think of you in a New York Knicks uniform, legendary arena you played in. What was that experience like?
Kevin, intense. I remember the first time I suited up in a preseason game. We played the Dallas Mavericks. Both teams went up and down the court 3 times and nobody scored, and the fans started booing. And that's when I knew this is a little bit different. You better bring your A game.
And thicker skin, correct?
That too, yeah. Fortunately, there was no social media or internet back then. Goodness gracious.
Chris Boucher's checked in for the Raptors.
Well, when it comes to free throws, Dragic is just money from the line.
Van Vliet outside. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide-open look from three-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
What you love about Crowder, he gives you a little bit of everything at both ends.
I mean, defensively, he'll take on anybody. He's smart, draws a lot of charges. Offensively, he can stretch the floor, and he'll make the extra pass. He's also an opportunistic rebounder.
Adebayo passes to Robinson. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Adebayo. Outside for Robinson. The 3. And it's Dragic off the drive. The third shot of the possession finally falls for him. Dragic has got the lead up to 11 now for the Heat. Passes to Ibaka. Now here's Boucher. He's guarded by Dragic. Boucher's shot is off.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah, you look how Jimmy Butler stays committed on that play, ready to overcome the defender and still take the shot.
And Bones, when you look at Jimmy Butler's elite impact at both ends, you could argue he's the best two-way shooting guard in the NBA.
Klay Thompson might have something to say about that, GA, but certainly Jimmy Butler and his physical presence allows him to play a multitude of positions. So sliding down to the 3 and getting physical is something that Jimmy will do. We know that he'll take on any assignment and compete with it.
Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Here's Hero, defended by Gasol. Shots good by Hero. Hero's got 8 points. 1:19 left in the third quarter. Davis finds Powell. Jacks up a 3. Miami grabs the miss.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts, but otherwise the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
Siakam is checked in for Chris Boucher. Then for the Heat, Jones checked in for Jay Crowder, and it's Iguodala in for Goran Dragic. Siakam passes to Gasol.
I got yours.
He kicks to Davis. Hollis Jefferson in the post, defended by Butler.
Great defense from Jimmy Butler, judging when that shot was going up and getting the rejection.
The three. No good there. And Toronto will come the other way. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Hollis Jefferson, good.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Out to the wing. Hero passes to Butler. 16 seconds left in the third. Pass to Hero. From deep. Hollis Jefferson with the rebound. On the wing, Davis over Iguodala. Keeps it alive. And so it's Miami with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. They've been... While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. On the floor for Miami starting the fourth. We've got Jay Crowder. Hero out there with Iguodala. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Butler in at the 3, the small forward.
Yeah, and it doesn't take much elevation for Gasol to throw one down, of course, unless somebody's standing right in his way. That dunk is going to be easy money for him.
Pass to Adebayo. Now here's Butler. 6 on the shot clock. And he lays it straight in. And the Heat lead by 14.
Yeah, got up to speed and that momentum carrying him right through the contact. Butler with the score.
And they double up Davis. Here's Gasol. Jay Crowder with the rebound. Crowder's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
4th quarter still young, just over a minute play. Back to Davis. The shot's good on the assist by Lowry.
And that's just smart basketball. Lowry reading the overcommitment and just whipping the ball to the open man.
Here's Iguodala. And Davis pulls it down.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Powell. It's hauled in by Hero.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
Gasol against Butler. The second chance effort. And Adebayo with the lay-in. And he's now got the double-double. 10 points and 12 rebounds. Here's Powell. And the dunk by Powell.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Hero passes to Butler. It's Crowder on the wing, and too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Some changes for Toronto. Serge Ibaka is checked in for Gasol. OG Anunoby comes in for Norman Powell, and it's Fred VanVleet in for Davis. And then for Miami, Derek Jones, he's checked in for Jimmy Butler. Robinson comes in for Andre Iguodala. And it's Dragic in for Hero. Great positioning on the putback. And the Heat lead by 14.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
The Heat have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Robinson kicks to Jones. Robinson against Anunoby. Robinson misses.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Beautiful assist in transition. They beat the defense down the floor. The ball always wins.
Crowder, the pass to Adebayo. In the corner, Crowder with it. Now the pass to Adebayo. Here's Dragic. Rebound by the Raptors. Ibaka's got his 4th rebound in this one. Back to Anunoby from deep 3-point range, and Jones pulls it down. Jones has got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Adebayo. And again, it's the Heat missing. Raptors trail by 12. Lowry passes to Siakam. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. Lowry's got his 4th assist in this one.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for the Heat.
Looking at both these teams, they're great rebounders, and on any given night, you might not know who would have the advantage on the boards.
They made the most of those extra rebounds as well, Kevin.
And as usual, some excellent work tonight in what was a quality big impact game for Bam Adebayo.
I like his aggressiveness here tonight, especially on the glass. He was not messing around. And he's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open three when he's got it.
Lowry against Dragic, and there's the call on Kyle Lowry. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. And the Raptors going out now with a whole new group. And then for Miami, Olynyk comes in for Bam Adebayo. And it's Myers Leonard in for Crowder. Guys, no real chance for them to come back now.
Yeah, I think the focus has to be on their next game at this point.
Dragic the pass to Olynyk. Offline with his 3. Toronto with the ball. They've given up just 8 points in the 4th quarter. Thomas's shot is off. Leonard with the ball. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson. Good on the first, and that'll push the lead to double digits. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one. Yeah. All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. So
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the focus.
Kevin, thanks. Coach Brett Brown wants Ben Simmons.
Absolutely, D.A. Thank you. So let's take a look at the Toronto Raptors starting lineup. Siakam and Ibaka, the duo down low. Fred VanVleet out there with Lowry, and it's Anunoby in at the 3, the small forward. And for the 76ers, the tall lineup out there for the 76ers. Simmons, Richardson, Harris, Horford, and Embiid. Now here is Harris. Here's Simmons, and it's denied. Sent back by Siakam. Anunoby finds Siakam, and Embiid with the block.
Boy, supported by great vertical explosiveness, Embiid continues to dominate as a rim protector.
He's looking for Richardson and finds him. Horford the pass to Harris. Simmons against VanVleet. And oh, the block shot grabs it out of the air. Down low. And Siakam gets it to go on the assist by Lowry. Siakam's got the first points up on the board for Toronto. And here are the 76ers now. Pass to Simmons. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Good D by Siakam. Lowry passes to Siakam. And Embiid pulls it down.
Well, he's much better than that. Really no excuse for missing that lay-in.
And how about the defensive impact Embiid has on the floor? He's a great rim protector who can swipe an errant pass every so often.
Yeah, I agree with you, Greg. I mean, he's just so big. He's mammoth. I mean, he's not only tall and long, he's deep, too. He's a thick guy. So he's an excellent rim protector, discourages inside attempts at a high rate, clogs up the paint. That length is a huge asset. And then his foot movement, his agility for a guy of his size is pretty impressive, too. Yeah, Josh Richardson is just not a scorer and defender, folks. He can pass it, too.
Over to the left wing. And here's VanVleet from the arc. And it's Joel Embiid with the rebound.
Just 1 of 4 from the floor, not the start they were looking for here.
Richardson, no luck. Lowry deciding where to go with it here. He dishes it to Ibaka. And stolen by Harris. Here's Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Well, you can't give up this kind of positioning, not to a guy like Simmons. I mean, all you're asking for is to get burned if you do.
Top of the key, Ibaka. The shot off that time. Good D by Embiid. Pass to Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
You know, Horford is really good and selective at when he needs to be aggressive and when he needs to move the ball.
Lowry against Simmons. Lowry passes to Ibaka. And foul. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
It's stolen by Davis. 3-on-3. Here's Powell. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Embiid's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Korkmaz. And the call. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, Personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Now here's Davis. Back to Gasol. And the pass to Hollis Jefferson. Gasol goes up again, and the layup good by Ibaka.
Yeah, and the ability to generate points off offensive rebounds, something Ibaka did a lot earlier in his career before he started spending so much time on the perimeter.
It's good. Raptors trail by 5. Outside, Davis. Puts up a 3. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Burks looking around. Scored the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Gasol kicks to Ibaka. Outside for Gasol. Back to Ibaka. Good, and the assist goes to Gasol. Ibaka's got 5.
Gasol is one of the best passers in the league. I mean, at his position, there aren't many better. Excellent at scanning the floor and finding the open man.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. This is his first free throw of the game. Free throw good. Burks. Both teams will make substitutions. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
Making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe. He's going to cash in more than not.
Boucher passes to Gasol and finished off by Gasol.
Yeah, and it doesn't take much elevation for Gasol to throw one down, of course, unless somebody's standing right in his way. That dunk is going to be easy money for him. Oh, inflicting some punishment with the 2-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers heading to the bench. And chatting earlier with Ben Simmons, he addressed the...
For me, it comes with...
And with social media now, Greg, blocking out the noise has become for these players even harder.
I mean, truth is, people like to criticize others. We should be celebrating what Simmons has accomplished at a very young age.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1/4 of action so far. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the 76ers, what are your thoughts?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you look at the energy, the effort defensively, they put it all out there in that opening quarter.
So for Toronto right now, we've got Rondé Hollis Jefferson. There's Boucher out there with Marc Gasol. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's Davis in at the point. Raptors trail by 5. Pass to Powell. High arcing shot. And looking back at what was a stellar career, Greg, if there was one thing you could have done different, do you have anything on your mind?
You know, I would have loved to have had the opportunity to finish my career in New York. That was a special place, a special time. Unfortunately, that didn't transpire, but that's the one thing that...
Are you kidding me? And, you know, whenever Simmons gets a chance to show off his insane bounce, he takes advantage of it, really demonstrating how lethal he is in the air.
Robinson against Anunoby. Banked in off the glass. Anunoby's got his first points of the game.
And how about Anunoby using all that momentum to finish past the defense? Refused to be denied.
And Simmons kicks to Harris. And slam dunk by Harris.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Outside, Horford. Simmons on the wing. Oh, and the jam by Ben Simmons.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime.
And why not? A little salt in the wound. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys reeling and on the ropes.
And Tobias Harris, a crusader for a cause that isn't talked about too much. He has a huge concern about sleep deprivation and the effects it has on athletes.
Yeah, you know what, Greg? While it's not talked about a lot, it is gaining ground in all kinds of circles, particularly in the world of sports, the whole sleep deprivation idea. And Harris is a guy who's conscientious and thoughtful. I love the fact that he's bringing this to his teammates' attention because it's critical. And he's certainly passionate about it. We'll see how much wind it gets with him speaking up on it.
To the paint. Shot clock at 6. Here's Simmons. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Fast break, Toronto. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. Siakam passes to Boucher. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
And plays with solid floor recognition. Siakam continues to fine-tune those playmaking skills.
And Simmons slams it in.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Yeah, and this team depends on Lowry. I mean, so skilled at creating shots for himself or his teammate.
Harris dishes to Horford. And a dunk by Horford.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff.
Yeah, highly efficient. Nothing extra special there. Just effective.
Back to Powell. Inside, here's Boucher, and he jams it with authority.
And that's a huge play. I mean, they need more like it because second chance points are going to be key in this game.
Probably so. That's usually a crucial element to any comeback.
Yeah, and if you look at it, had they been converting those second chances all along instead of waiting until now, who knows?
There's 18 seconds left to play here in the half. Thibault, the pass to Horford, and the rejection by Ibaka.
And, well, he's been the NBA's leader in blocks multiple times. Ibaka just has that rare instinct for it.
And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers bringing the quarter to it. All right, thank you, David. And, folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And with all the stars on the 76ers, you forgot the roots of this team. And
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. We've seen Simmons really having a great game.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. So on the floor for Philadelphia. The tall lineup out there for the 76ers. Simmons, Richardson, Harris, Horford, and Embiid. Horford kicks to Embiid. Pass to Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
You know, one thing you got to love about Embiid is how unselfish he is. I mean, he's pretty good at spotting open teammates.
Up top, Ibaka. And stolen by Richardson. And here we go with Horford running up the court. And it's Simmons, that time on the assist by Horford. Simmons got the lead up to 9 now for the 76ers. And here's Lowry. He'll bring it up for the Raptors. And Greg, Josh Richardson's a terrific ball handler out on the wing who can create for others.
Richardson gets a lot of assists per game at that wing position. Not just looking to finish plays, but also to create for others. Very well-rounded threat on the offensive end, and that gives this team another dimension in terms of playmaking.
And Embiid throws it down.
Often when Embiid has a lane, he looks to throw it down, and he's got great speed for a big fella.
Van Vliet against Simmons. Van Vliet passes to Ibaka. Headshot off. Good work defensively by Horford. And now Philadelphia on the break. Horford leading the charge. And it's Simmons penetrating. And Simmons slams it in.
Simmons putting his outstanding athleticism to use on that drive. A remarkable penetrator who knows exactly how to carve up the defense.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
Embiid kicks to Simmons. Good again. He's on tonight. 9 for 13 shooting.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Raptors trail by 13. Ibaka, the pass to Siakam.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Richardson finds Simmons. To the inside. Embiid inside. Ibaka on him. Embiid, no good. Toronto, they've gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Lowry's shot is good.
You got to love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And, you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Richardson kicks to Simmons. And it's Van Vliet with the rebound. The Raptors have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. Count that bucket. Lowry's got his second basket of the game. Greg, you're the all-time assist leader for the Big West Conference. In that frame, talk about some of the traits that make for a good floor general, a good point guard, a good facilitator.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you have to be a leader because that's what the position calls for. Unselfishness, instincts, that stuff matters. But ultimately, your teammates got to feel like you play for them. And that's when you have a chance as a team to be special.
I'm assuming you've always been like that. Am I correct?
No, that is not
really?
true.
Wow.
I evolved into a leader. In all seriousness, I think some guys are natural. Others, like myself, had to evolve into it.
The 76ers leading by 7. Here's Simmons. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. Kyle Lowry picks one up there.
Excellent concentration that time by the 6'10" Simmons. Very good at completing these chances despite the defense's best efforts.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Mike Scott's checked in for Embiid. Korkmaz comes in for Al Horford. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Tobias Harris. And Matisse Thybulle subbed in for Josh Richardson. Gasol, that's in there. Davis with the assist.
Given how crafty Gasol is, it's difficult trying to stick to him, especially in these screen and roll sets.
Outside, Simmons. Thybulle on the wing. Outside for Simmons. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. They get Marc Gasol.
You know, you look at Ben Simmons, and the thing that jumps out to me is his all-around game. I mean, it's absolutely terrific. He's a stat sheet stuffer, supreme.
And Toronto making a change here. Van Vliet's checked in. Now here's Powell. Defended by Thybulle. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. The Raptors shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And as a team, excellent a season ago, about 80% when they got to the line.
Both shots good from the stripe. 17 seconds left to play in the third. Burks dishes to Scott. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the 76ers lead by 10.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it?
Definitely. You're not going to make plays.
And we've reached the end of the third. Philadelphia ahead, up 8. And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. Stay with us. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Boy, that's a nice asset to have. It's a huge boost to any offense, too. It adds a whole nother dimension when you've got a big guy that can pass.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks, as always, for joining us. On the court for Toronto to start the fourth. Baca is out there with Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. Then there's Davis. Then it's Fred VanVleet. And it's Gasol at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now Burks. Kicks it to Scott. Back to Burks. Philadelphia moving the ball around. In the corner, Simmons with it. Lock at 6. And Simmons slams it in.
And, you know, this is why Simmons is an all-star caliber player, guys, because he has the ability to dominate games.
VanVleet outside. Gasol against Scott. Gasol inside, and he banks in the layup.
Boy, the confidence of Gasol on the block is really impressive to see. I mean, once he gets good positioning, he goes right to work.
Here's Korkmaz, and he drops in the layup off the glass. And the 76ers lead by 8. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Gasol finds Hollis-Jefferson.
Yeah, loitering above the rim. Hollis-Jefferson with athleticism to burn.
And so it's Burks bringing it up now for Philadelphia. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard.
Guys, it is symbolic of their effort here tonight.
Passes it to Hollis-Jefferson. Back to Davis. The feed now to Gasol. Good.
Yeah, just showing off that strength in that upper body. Gasol is able to overpower the defender inside.
And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Embiid, he's checked in for Scott. Horford comes in for Korkmaz. Tobias Harris is checked in for Matisse Thybulle. And Josh Richardson subbed in for Alec Burks. And then for Toronto, Siakam is checked in for Ibaka. OG Anunoby comes in for Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. And Kyle Lowry subbed in for Terrence Davis. Embiid kicks to Richardson. And there's the pass to Simmons. Buries it down low. Simmons got 4 points this quarter.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Gasol deciding where to go with it, and stolen by Horford. Harris outside. Pass to Richardson. Outside, Simmons. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Here's Lowry. Drops in the layup for 2.
When it's an important moment in the game, a big time in the game, he flat out takes over. Lowry is a gamer.
Richardson with it. Gasol covering. And Gasol sends it back. And they get it back. Offensive rebound outside for Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
When Simmons is driving inside, I'm telling you, he's going to sky up for the flush. Getting to the bucket in no time.
For three, Van Vliet hits the three-point bomb.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
Pass to Simmons. Stolen by Van Vliet. And here's the fast break. Siakam leading the way. He kicks to Lowry. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Defense getting too close. Lowry has that instinct to read what's happening. Takes the shot there into the contact.
And Kyle Lowry drops them both.
He's basically automatic from the line. Not the guy you want to send there now.
Van Vliet against Richardson. The shot, no good. So the Raptors will take it the other way. Now the Raptors moving it up. Lowry's got the ball. Here's Van Vliet. It's in! He has tied up this game. Oh, what a shot.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Harris kicks to Simmons. Dishes it to Horford. Count it!
Al Horford clearly has the touch right now.
44 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Van Vliet. Here's Gasol. Rejected by Harris.
What a block from Harris. Terrific work there.
We can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, I think you want to milk your possession.
Good!
Hey, it's clear. Simmons is a very gifted player. Somebody who is mentally strong in these situations and takes the challenge on head first.
Here's Lowry. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Lowry is small in size, but big in might. And when he gets going, he can be an offensive force.
Serge Ibaka has checked in for the Raptors. Free throw drops for Lowry.
Yeah, terrific and one on that one. Those are the kind of plays, guys, that win basketball games.
And stolen by Kyle Lowry. And there's a whistle, and that's going to go on Simmons. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. And so both free throws good that time, and that puts him ahead.
And nice work at the line. I mean, when the game's this close, you have got to cash in on those opportunities.
Richardson attacking.
Good! Fortitude and want to. That's what Richardson is showing you there with that big bucket when they need it.
Here's Siakam. And the rejection by Embiid. And that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession. Six seconds left in the fourth. Yes! And Philadelphia calls time here. They're behind by 1. Just 4 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Guys, what do you think?
And this is it, guys. Down 1. They've got just enough time to work it around for a good shot, and it better be a good shot because it's the only shot they have.
And now, let's present our New Balance player of the game, Kyle Lowry.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. And that has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
And so the big win by Toronto in a tight game. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory. David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up for Greg. the 76ers showing off their style.
Hey, Kevin,
Everyone talks about the Heat culture. It is special. David, thank you. Look at the 76ers starting group. The tall lineup out there for the 76ers. Simmons, Richardson, Harris, Horford, and Embiid. And for Miami, Jay Crowder out there with Jimmy Butler. Then it's Bam Adebayo. Then it's Robinson. And it's Dragic in at the point. Now here's Dragic. Couple terrific centers in tonight's matchup here. Great pivots, but center matchups are far from traditional, it seems like, these days.
No doubt about it, Kevin. Once you get into this now small ball mindset, this positionless game, I mean, you're seeing guys as short as P.J. Tucker play the 5 because, listen, when you're 25 feet from the basket, if I'm 6'2" and you're 7'2", I can still guard you. So because of the spacing now, it allows you the luxury to play smaller.
Here's Robinson. After Ben Simmons bucket, Robinson misses. Outside, Horford. Pass to Simmons. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
An elite distributor for a big man. Horford is the kind of guy you want to play basketball with.
Outside, Dragic. Takes the 13-footer, controls the rebound, and puts it back up and in.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
And Simmons kicks to Richardson. Harris against Butler. And there's the foul. It goes on Jimmy Butler. That is his first foul of the game. Crowder with the steal.
Now, how about the energy and activity on that play? Great steal.
And slam dunk by Butler.
Beautiful vision to find the open man. Gorn leading by example.
And as much as he commands attention on the court, Jimmy Butler content to skip the spotlight when he's off it.
You know, GA, nothing has come easy in his career for Jimmy Butler. All he does is puts his head down and works and works and works. And because of that work ethic, he has become an all-star. Love watching his progression.
And so here is Miami. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. Here's Horford. Embiid inside. Adebayo on him. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Butler. Tyler Hero. He's checked in for Robinson. If you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for one.
No answer for Simmons, a tenacious scorer who finishes with muscle through contact.
Now here's Butler. Here's Hero. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side.
I can't believe that went in, and I don't think he can either.
Simmons against Dragic. Rejected by Crowder.
Jay Crowder didn't give up on the play. Tracking the ball, blocking the shot. His coach appreciates the hustle.
No good on that one. Good D by Embiid. For Philadelphia, they've gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Here's Simmons. And Adebayo sends it back. And he gets it back. Out to Harris. Philadelphia moving the ball around. 6 to shoot. 3. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And the Heat with some changes. Kelly Olynyk's checked in for Jay Crowder. Jones comes in for Butler. And it's Iguodala in for Goran Dragic. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Scotty's checked in for Horford. And Robinson III comes in for Tobias Harris. Matisse Thybulle's checked in for Richardson. And Alec Burks subbed in for Simmons. Now here's Thybulle. Passes it to Burks. From the arc. It's stolen by Jones. He's got a clear path. Here's Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
Look at Bam finishing strong, making sure the defense can't stop the break.
On the wing, Scott. Rebound by Olynyk. The Heat with the lead. 1:06 left to play here in the first. Jones looking for an opening. Now the pass to Olynyk. Trying to get open is Adebayo. And Olynyk with the basket on the assist by Jones.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Thibault on the wing. Jones against Robinson. Excellent D that time from Jones. And it's Jones with the ball for the Heat. 4-point game. No coverage that time. Heroes got 5 now.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Now here's Thibault. Guarded closer. Scott finds Thibault. Now here's Burks. He's covered by Iguodala. Here's Hero. He has 5. Shoots over Burks. Hero no good. And so it's Miami, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They've dictated the pace, pushed the ball at every chance, and it's paying off for them. We come back right after this. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far, halfway through the first half in this one. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Heat?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
You know this, the team that dictates the pace typically rules the roost. We see that here early on.
So to begin the second quarter for the Philadelphia 76ers, Alec Burks is out there with Shake Milton. Then it's Mike Scott. Then it's Joel Embiid. And it's Korkmaz in at the small forward. And Embiid gets it to go.
And remember now, Embiid lost 20 pounds during the summer of 19. There, looking light on his feet in transition.
You know, Greg, we can all agree that Joel Embiid's a superstar in the league with this play, but you get the feeling he's the most criticized superstar in the league right now as well.
You know, pundits and fans have questioned his fitness, his fit, but at the end of the day, he does get it done, and the numbers speak for themselves. Embiid's an outspoken guy, which can invite a lot of criticism.
Terrific body control from Burks, reading angles and creating space.
It's Iguodala with the drive. Outside, Jones. Olynyk finds Jones. Rebound by the 76ers. Embiid's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Scott dishes to Embiid. And Embiid throws it down.
And if you want to talk about a player who embodies the power game, then Embiid's your man. You know you're going to get some strong finishes anytime he's on the court.
And now Philadelphia on the break. And he's going up for the alley-oop.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
That's the competitor in him. Close game. Let me have this one.
Hero passes to Olynyk. Here's Hero. Launches it. That one's rebounded by Embiid. Embiid's got 5 rebounds tonight. Milton kicks to Korkmaz. Picked away. On the wing, it's Iguodala. Olynyk has the open look. Again, the miss by the Heat.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
No good. Shot missing. The Heat go the other way with it. Here's Hero. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Jones has got his 4th assist in this one. 76ers trailing. Burks dishes to Embiid. Back to Burks. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Here's Korkmaz. Here's Embiid. Plays it up off the glass. Embiid's got 6 in the quarter.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Here's Hero. Burks covering. And it's Joel Embiid with the rebound. Embiid's got 7 rebounds in the game.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
A shot by Milton, no good. For Miami, they've gone only 2 of 7 from the field since the second quarter got underway. Hero, no good. The 76ers have gone 6 of 9 in the second quarter. Some good work from the field. Stolen by Robinson. To the middle. Here's Jones. And it's slammed in by Jones.
Continues to develop as a playmaker. It's nice to see Tyler Hero create for others.
And a new group in for the Heat. Adebayo is checked in for Kelly Olynyk. Jay Crowder comes in for Andre Iguodala. Butler, he's checked in for Robinson. And it's Dragic in for Hero. Now here's Simmons. 8 points for him. Harris passes to Horford. Out to Harris. The tray. No good that time. And Miami the other way now. It's Dragic with the drive, and the wide open shot from Crowder, and it's off from 3-point range. Richardson the pass to Thibault. Takes a shot at the elbow. Harris inside the line, and misses it off the right side of the rim.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Pass to Butler. Outside Dragic. For 3. Can't hit that one. Philadelphia's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. And Adebayo sends it back.
The reach of Bam Adebayo is off the charts, using it well with that block.
Outside for Simmons. Crowder with the steal. And it's the Heat on the break. Back to Adebayo. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even. Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. So it's Miami who's out on top at the half. They've got a 2-point lead. Can he give it? And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. We've seen Simmons really having a great game.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
He's been very effective on the move, forcing the action, getting to his spots, and finishing plays.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all filled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. On the court for the Heat, they've got Jimmy Butler, Jay Crowder out there with Adebayo. Then there's Dragic, and it's Robinson in at the 2 guard. Now here's Dragic. Outside Robinson launches a 3. Rebound by the 76ers.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
And Simmons kicks to Embiid. Harris outside. Simmons on the wing. He nails it, and we're tied up. Simmons got the first field goal of the second half for the 76ers. Robinson against Richardson. Pass to Butler. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. That one drops for him. I know you appreciate this, Greg. So much of defense now is closing out on the three-point shooting and then protecting the rim. Consequently, pull-up jump shooters are super valuable, and there are a lot of good ones in the NBA right now.
No doubt about it. And Kevin, you know, you think about a few guys. James Harden, I mean, he shoots that step-back 3, but he's a guy that, because of his ability to utilize your inability to defend that three-pointer, Kyrie, Dame Lillard, those are some guys. Chris Paul still as good as anybody in that mid-range area. C.J. McCollum. These are guys that have really feasted and carved out a nice niche for themselves in the NBA because of that ability to take and make jump shots.
And I love that list. You're right on it. 76ers have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Here's Harris. Simmons looking around. Harris inside, defended by Crowder. And here's Richardson outside.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Robinson for 3. It's hauled in by Harris. And the 76ers with possession. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. Butler passes to Dragic. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Rebound by Joel Embiid. And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for the 76ers. Trailing by 2. Embiid finds Simmons. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on Jimmy Butler.
You gotta admire the hard work by Simmons, a genius at drawing contact.
And the Heat with some changes. Olynyk, he's checked in for Jay Crowder. Iguodala comes in for Duncan Robinson. And it's Tyler Hero in for Goran Dragic. Then Robinson, the third, is checked in for Philadelphia. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Richardson.
I love how Jimmy Butler let the play develop, how he's learned to trust his vision.
Simmons passes to Thybulle. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. The 76ers with another miss.
Uncontested look. Can't fault the shot selection. He's money from there.
And you talk about guys who play with that chip on their shoulder. Bam Adebayo has not forgotten he was cut from the U.S. national team in 2019.
And Greg, in fact, he told those close to him they will pay. A little extra motivation, fuel for the fire.
Now here's Butler. Passes it to Adebayo. And it's blocked by Simmons.
How about the balance and body control? Simmons able to send that one packing.
Out of bounds. Miami takes possession.
Yeah, just not on the same page. Unfortunate, wasted possession.
And the Heat making a change here. Crowder's checked in. Korkmaz, he's checked in for the 76ers. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
A wrinkle that Hero's been adding to his game, beating people off the dribble.
Both good from the line that time.
Money from the stripe. He does a great job night in and night out.
There's the steal. Butler with the ball. Robinson picks him up. Here's Adebayo. Kicks it out to Iguodala. Outside Crowder. Horford against Butler. No good that time. Good work defensively by Horford. Down low. Iguodala with the steal. And here we go. Butler heading to the hoop. Here's Hero. That's in, coming off an assist from Adebayo. Hero's got the lead up to 7 now for the Heat.
And right there, I like how Adebayo takes his time, scans the floor, makes the unselfish play.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. There's the pass to Thybulle. Outside for Robinson. Pass to Korkmaz. Just 5 on the clock. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
The 76ers have shot 1 of 3 from the line tonight, missing 2 earlier on. 11 seconds left to play here in the third. Outside Dragic. To the paint. It's stolen by Milton. He's off on that one. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. It's the Heat. They're up by 5. Back after this from the American Airlines Arena. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. The Heat leading by 5. And so in the game for the 76ers, down low it's Harris and Horford. Shake Milton is out there with Richardson. And it's Korkmaz in at the 3-set.
A rare bad trade by the San Antonio Spurs. Dragic was their second-round pick in 2008. They traded his rights to the Suns for a player who didn't even make the roster.
Now here is Harris. Back to Richardson. Pass to Korkmaz. Inside. Shot clock at 6. Horford's shot is good.
And inside the paint really is where Horford goes to work. Still athletic enough and really makes it look easy.
It's Dragic with the drive. Lays it up and banks it in. Dragic has got the lead. Back up to 8 now for the Heat.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Richardson kicks to Korkmaz. There's the dish to Horford. Over Adebayo. Ball's knocked loose. Embiid, the pass to Richardson. Right wing. Another shot. Here's Embiid. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. And stolen by Butler. Here's Hero. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on Harris.
Often viewed as just a shooter, Tyler Hero can score, though, in a variety of ways, which makes him very difficult to defend.
That's good from Hero. Duncan Robinson, he's checked in for the Heat. And the 76ers also making a change. Simmons is checked in. About a minute and a half through the 4th quarter now. He dishes it to Richardson. Outside for Simmons. Passes to Horford. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
And it's the long arms and broad shoulders that make Horford such a tough matchup inside. Teams try to get physical with him, but he's usually up to the challenge.
Now here's Dragic. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
What a turnaround for him since the half. More aggressive and more effective.
Free throw drops for Goran Dragic.
And they're drawing more whistles and working their way to the line here in the second half.
Stolen by Robinson. And here's the fast break. Pull up Jay. The putback. Dragic on the follow. Dragic has got 10 points now just in this quarter.
A tale of 2 halves. He's really turned it around here, scoring the ball.
Simmons inside. Robinson on him.
And this is how Simmons puts up points. He challenges you close at the rim more often than not, having the physical advantage.
Robinson misses.
Really surprising to see the huge edge they have in rebounds given what the scoreboard says.
Harris passes to Embiid, and the dunk by Embiid.
This is where Tobias has really improved, keeping his eyes up, making plays for others.
And Robinson wide open. He shoots. And a miss there on the triple.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
You know, to me, this is when you want to focus on creating for others. Give someone else a chance. It's called a teammate.
Jimmy Butler, he's checked in for Hero. Matisse Thybulle checked in for the 76ers. And we're about 3 minutes into the 4th quarter. Now Dragic. And stolen by Simmons. Here's Embiid. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And you've got to admire the toughness that Embiid plays with. He doesn't let fouls stop him from scoring.
Leonard, he's checked in for the Heat. Kendrick Nunn comes in for Goran Dragic. Now, here's Nunn. Look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the 4th. It's Robinson, high post. Yep, that one goes. 1:30 left in the 4th quarter. Thybulle up top, guarded by Robinson. Right side Horford. Back to Thybulle. Philadelphia moving the ball around. And it's Simmons penetrating. And there's the foul on the... And so the coach's challenge here comes into play. The coach protesting the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Here's Adebayo after Ben Simmons' bucket. 6 on the shot clock. Robinson kicks to Leonard. Pulls from the top of the key. Robinson passes to Adebayo. Butler in the corner. Now here is Robinson. The kick outside to Butler, and it's out of bounds. The Heat able to retain possession here.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Fantastic anticipation. He has active hands. Even though he doesn't come away with the turnover, he's disrupting their offensive flow.
Outside for Simmons. Embiid. It drops.
And there is no back down in Joel Embiid. He is ready to rise to the occasion in the big moments.
And so the big win by Miami in a tight game. That was a fun night of basketball. In fact,